Hello everyone and welcome to the demo for After Ink Revival, a game about building up civilization after zombie apocalypse. And these fellows also made Plague Inc, which is an excellent strategy game which I really enjoyed playing a lot back in the day and I've actually covered on the channel before. So let's give this a go as well, shall we? There we go. Decades ago, the necrovirus infected the world. The zombie plague consumed humanity. A lucky few fled to emergency bunkers and waited for the plague to rot away. But the bunkers are failing and supplies are running out. We must now emerge to rebuild civilization. We were forced outside when the emergency bunker collapsed, but it's dangerous to be here. Hopefully there are no zombies nearby. Okay, so we haven't got past the zombie apocalypse, there are still zombies potentially around. Our supplies were destroyed. Tap the settle button to set up camp and work out how we can survive. Okay. Stamina is used to build, explore and more. Our settlement generates it over time. Over here in the top left by the looks of things. To survive we need water and food. Resource bars have appeared on the left. They are orange, indicating there is a problem. Yeah, water 5 out of 6. First we need to set up water production. Click on the water resource bar on the left hand side of the screen. Okay, so in the old days you could just turn a tap and water poured out of it. Without water people will be thirsty and morale will fall rapidly. So we can build a small well which gives us 2 water production at the cost of the 1 stamina that we have. We only produce 1 water at the moment, we consume 2. So let's build that. That's going to be built over time. You can see it being built there. Excellent. Okay, our well produces water over time. Once we have enough, the water resource bar will hide as it's no longer a problem for us. Alright? We also need to find some food. Most resources are produced in special areas. Unlike water, we must explore to find a food area. Again, I'm guessing that uses stamina. Let's follow the tutorial and go to this unexplored area over here. We found a food area, we now need to claim it so the settlement can build here. You see their little wheat symbol, I'm guessing that's what that's for. We don't have enough stamina to do so just yet, but it is ticking over. There we go, we can claim it, excellent. And now we need to build a grain field. Again, we consume 1, we only have production of 0, so that's not too bad. Let's start building that. Harvest common crops but has no production in the winter, so we're going to want to have a stockpile of that ready to go, I would imagine. Fresh water, finally. Increasing population. Building housing will grow our population over time. Larger settlements produce more stamina, makes sense. So to click on the settlement button here. Where is the settlement button? Settlement. Where is settlement? Services. Tents. Oh, we can build some more of those, that's good. Wait for the tents to finish building. And we just need to wait for the settlement to grow. Are we allowed to explore? No, I'm guessing we're not allowed to explore during a tutorial. There we go, additional population. A little bit like collecting DNA, I think it was, in Plague Inc. Anyway, increasing demands. A larger settlement consumes more resources and needs more services. For instance, our water production is no longer enough. We need wood to build another well, but we've run out. We can scavenge resources to quickly get some. Okay, we can do that. Click on the wood bar and build scavenge wood. Send people out to search for wood. Games resource bubbles for a short time. Okay, so we need to click on those when they become available, I'm guessing. There's some wood, so that's 2 old timber. Let's use that wood to build another well, improving our water production. Fine. Another small well, we can do that. Seems there doesn't really seem to be a limit of what we can build in this one area. Morale represents how settlers feel. Keep morale high or people will abandon the settlement, reducing its population. Okay. Services increase set of morale. Click on the morale bar at the top of the screen. That's that one there. So we have a makeshift fire pit, a makeshift kitchen. or a small town square. But we don't have technology for that. We can, however, make a makeshift fire pit. A ring of stones creates a small but cheerful blaze, essentially in winter. Increases fuel consumption, but lowers the chance of any hypothermia. Feels fundamentally quite useful. Of course, this is just baby's first steps. At some point we're going to have to learn how to do all this ourselves. Most resources are produced in special areas we must explore to find what we need. We're getting a bit more stamina now, which is good. We found a wood area, now we need to claim it so someone can build here. So yeah, it's all about managing stamina. Now we've claimed the wood area, we can build wood productions here. Click on the wood resource area. We no longer need to scavenge, we can actually just set up a lumberyard to cut down trees. And that will produce, I guess, a kind of passive wood production over time, which makes that fundamentally useful. How to win. To win, complete all settlement goals. Keep track of them at the top of the screen, or click the bar for more details. How to not lose. Authority represents your control of the settlement. If falls and morale is low, settlers leave, or if you take too long to achieve goals. If authority falls to 0, you lose. That'll be that bar there. And the tutorial is complete. Our settlement is off to a great start. Now we can relax and enjoy ourselves. Maybe we don't need to hide in the bunker after all. We haven't seen a single zombie. Yeah, something tells me that's not going to be the case. Okay, supplies are gone and the bunkers are failing. To survive we must leave and establish settlements on the surface. We face an unknown world. So there's 3 different settlement leaders we can have. Survivor, economist or soldier. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of them. Slumlord, Hermit, Economist, Arctic Explorer, Personal Ranger, Cub Scout, or Tyrant. That sounds fun. Let's go for Survivor for now. Choose population traits. We'll go for starting resources plus 44%. We aren't kind of in these traits just yet. Difficulty, we will be playing on, I think, normal. Brutal on Plague Inc. was horrendous, so we'll play on normal. Settlement can be called Pub Light, Pub Deal, Pub Upon Time. That sounds fun. Let's crack on with that. We've stayed in the bunker as long as we could, but the power has died and our settlements are almost gone. Got to head outside and build a settlement in order to survive. This is the perfect place to build a thriving settlement. There are no zombies left in the region, and it's fully protected from harsh winters. First priority should be scouting the area for resources. Presumably we need to settle first. People are pretty unhappy. But let's have a look around and explore some areas initially, just so we know what we're working with. And then we're going to need to produce a small well pretty soon, I would think. Because, yeah, settlers are thirsty, that's a problem. Okay, we've got 1 old lumber there, that's pretty good. Looks like we can only explore 1 area at a time. The settlement has goals that you can see on the top of the bar. Complete them to secure the future of your settlement. Okay, so first of all we've got to explore 2 areas, but there are 8 other goals we've got to go after as well. Supplies and bunkers are nearly exhausted. We can scavenge initially, but we need to explore and find areas that can produce food for Pub Upon Time. That's fine. Okay, we don't need to claim these areas yet, I think. I'd like to start with water, because water is fundamental to all we do. So there's wood. Okay, there are antlers here. That's food, that could be pretty useful. Water is very low, but our water should be being produced, if I understand that correctly. Okay, production 2, consumption 2. Let's actually build a second well, so that we can build up a supply of water, because morale is pretty low at the moment. Our production's coming up, that's fine. Food, let's build ourselves a hunting lodge. We might need to build 2 of them, but that requires a bit more technology. Let's just scavenge for now with the amount of authority we have, which is also not authority, with stamina. Just looking for a bit more short-term food. Could get some wood from over here, that might prove useful as time goes on. So let's claim that. Grab that food. Yeah, so at the moment we're only kind of producing one and consuming one. Okay, storage capacity, I don't think we need necessarily at the moment, although it does seem that we can get rotten food as well. Let's grab that. Let's keep exploring, so we're doing things usefully. Pub one time when he sources a wood to build a new future, explore and claim forests nearby. That's fine, we are already doing so. Our settlers need fuel to cook and keep themselves warm. Fuel consumption started. No worries, that's why we're getting wood. Okay, what is this? I can't tell. Okay, that's apples. It's a fruit area. I wouldn't mind claiming some additional fruit, to be honest. We found the remains of a major road. It's been reclaimed by nature, but still allows faster travel. Where does it lead? Okay, we do need some additional storage. So it's overview. Let's go for food here. We could get some fruit consumption. I'm going to build some additional storage first. And then I want to do something about morale, because morale's pretty basic at the moment. We can get a basic toilet, which wouldn't be a bad idea. You know, having basic cleaning facilities feels like a useful thing, to be honest. And that will hopefully increase morale a little bit. Settlers are sad, we should build more fire pits, but I've built them a toilet. But tell you what, we can keep working on that. We need to also think about wood. Wood is getting low. Let's get another lumberyard. And we'll build a storage capacity for it as well, even though we're very low on wood at the moment. That's fine. It will be built when the time is right. Okay, that will produce more wood for us, that's good. Something's blocking construction though, I'm guessing that's just the lack of wood we have at the moment. Let's keep exploring. Your settlement has run out of building materials and construction is on hold. Gather more wood to restart construction. Fine. We'll have to scavenge some more wood. But for that we're going to need more stamina. So we'll send people out to scavenge for some wood there. I suppose I should have expected that we would need more wood. Wood is useful for everything. Wood there, there's some food there, excellent. How are we looking for wood? Can't talk. How are we looking for wood now? I'm just getting some additional bits of old timber, it's very useful. Ooh, someone left or something similar. We've got a towering ambition. A tall ruined building in Pub upon Tyne offers a range of possibilities. What should we use it for? Exploring, defense or relaxation? I don't know if we need to explore. Fortify and use as guard post or build an observation deck. You know what, we'll go for relaxation. I want people to be happy here. That's fine. Okay, there's a lot of stamina we're going to need for that. Let's keep exploring here. How's wood production? Okay, wood production's at 1. That's fine. And we're getting small bits of wood, kind of piecemeal here and there. We need to claim one more wooden area. We can claim this one here. But it's a little bit far away from our starting area. And we've got room to grow. Every new person strengthens Pub upon Tyne. Build housing to increase population and grow our community. It's fine, we can do that. Overview. Well, yes. We should probably also think about getting some more technology as well. Build me some tents, please. Yeah, we don't want to grow uncontrollably. Let's pace this out a little bit, shall we? I imagine at some point we're going to have to deal with zombies, and that's not very fun. Grab that wood before it goes away. Let's keep on exploring. At least get the lay of the land pretty close to where we are. I might add some additional production of wood in. Just so that we can keep wood production up, because I feel like we're using a lot of it at the moment. More wood, more food, excellent, although that's suspicious mushrooms. Doesn't feel inherently that useful. Okay, Pop-Upon-Tine is growing. Click the bubble to welcome new people into Pop-Upon-Tine. Increase your population, this will generate more stamina. Excellent, but it probably means we don't have enough water or food going forward. Let's build another small well, and probably some storage to go with that. Knowledge is power. For Pop-Upon-Tine to thrive, we will have to combine knowledge from the old world with new discoveries. Technology unlocks new buildings and enables high harvests from our claimed areas. Probably a good thing to do as well. Reach technology 2. Fine, we only need 3 stamina to do that. It's not too bad at all. And we can probably do that pretty soon. And water is going down, but I think we're producing enough water. Shouldn't be a problem, although morale is taking a bit of a hit. That's interesting. Right, reach technology 2. Let's build, or let's improve our technology overall, because that helps with our kind of production of resources. Our authorities hasn't taken that much of a hit yet, so that's not too bad. Our morale is looking a little low. Food we need to improve. We can build a fruit orchard. And again, we'll build some storage for that as well. Just because I feel that would be useful to have overall. To make it feel even more atmospheric, there's a lot of rain going on outside, so it feels very good for the kind of post-apocalyptic game that we're playing. Food for thought. Services like our newly researched kitchen let our society take a step towards the future, where we can do more than just exist. It also prevents food poisoning. Gotcha, let's explore this area here. And that should keep our production going in the right direction, which is good. Build a makeshift kitchen. Fine, that's going to be under services. Oh, we can build small town squares, improved housing. Okay, morale for all services. Chance setters leave Pop-Upon-Tine down. Let's go for makeshift kitchen though, because chance of food poisoning going down and morale up feels very useful. But let's build another shack. Okay, that's just some more wood. We don't necessarily need that. Okay. Tents are being built, so that we should be able to get another population pretty soon here. We've also found some bicycles. An overturned truck full of well-preserved bicycles. Now we just need to remember how to ride them. Cost less to explore and claim monies with the motorway in. Excellent. Just keep an eye on food because we are using a bit more. We can build another fruit orchard. We'll build another hunting lodge and also some storage when we have the stamina available. I think that would be wise, really. Morale's looking pretty good at the moment, so that's not a problem at all. I'm curious to see where the zombies will come in. That's just leveled up, which I think increases our food production, which is excellent. We've been attacked by a wild dog. Packs of wild dogs have come out in an explored area and began attacking our people. I would use poison, but we don't have any toxic stuff to do that. Try to fight the wild dogs. 48% chance we lose control of the area and -2 stamina. And 83% chance that we just ignore it. Let's try send some help. We've got the stamina available. The settlers tried to work as a unit and drive the wild dogs away, but it wasn't enough. Our people have been driven out of the area. Fine. We can reclaim this. I'm guessing that's only when the walls have disappeared. We have some corpses in Pop-Upon-Tine. Sadly, we had our first settlers die. What should we do when settlers die in the future? Lay the dead to rest, which costs stamina. We can't waste the time on the dead. Or we can cremate them. I feel like cremating is a bit better than burying them, because if we are dealing with zombies, I think cremating is the right idea. Bodies will be burnt. I think we're doing fine for fuel at the moment. So that's not a huge issue for me, really, I would say, at the time being. Let's get another lumberyard in, though. That might prove useful. Maximum housing built. We will cremate these bodies. And then we will... I think we're fine for morale in general. Fuel. Yeah, we need to increase that, I think, once we have the stamina. Okay, there's another population. Excellent. We've built a refuge, a sanctuary and a home. Now give people hope that we can forge new civilization from the ruins of old. Yeah, so just getting those people cremated. Let's start splitting some logs into firewood. Got plenty of wood. We should probably get the log splitting underway. We'll explore this area because we didn't really explore to this area to the southwest that much, really. Some more wood there. Also, there might be something interesting there. I might claim that just to see what's kind of in the area. Okay, it just looks like grassland. Maintain 80% morale. Fine, we need to keep building things, that's for sure. Skeleton field as well. We need to definitely be thinking about cremation. And in morale overall. We want fire pits, town squares, toilets and kitchens. Fine. We can make some fire pits. That only costs us 1 stamina. That's not too bad at all. Let's speed up time a little bit. Right. Fire pits. Build that. You can have some toilets as well. There must be a better way for us to get fuel as a kind of stockpile, I would think. There's some. Okay, another wild dog attack over here. Could be a chance we're bitten. I'm just going to ignore it. Settlers try to defend themselves, but the dogs overwhelm them. Settlers in Papua New are feeling sad. That's not useful. But we didn't get kicked out of the area, so that's probably good overall. We've also found a hut. We've uncovered an old decaying hut in the middle of the woods. It's boarded up and we can't see it. What should we do? Let's go have a look inside, because that feels like a sensible idea. We didn't find anything, but we also didn't get bitten or attacked by a zombie. I'd say that's probably a good thing overall. Water consumption, we might need another well. Keep on looking for fuel, please. Morale, we're kind of back to where we were supposed to be, which is good. As long as we can maintain 80% morale, we can keep this area kind of under lock and key, so to speak. What's the final task, if anything? Nothing. Papua New will forge new civilization from the ruins of old. 3 stars, so it took us 475 days, and we did pretty well overall. Score of 73. What's next? Dark memories, a flooded underground bunker, forced these survivors to stay on the surface. In the decades since the Necroa plague, most zombies have rotted away, but not all of them. That sounds interesting. Let's crack on. I think we can still only do... Oh, you can unlock this leader by spending reward points after completing a settlement. 1 reward available. Right. Economist, so stamina increase for all leaders, a long-term planner. People find pensions for food in the settlement, that's not a bad idea. Or gain stamina when completing goals. I like economist. Okay, that's available in the full game. Pigeon groups available in the full game. Fine. All of these doesn't look to be available in the demo, that's not a problem. We'll crack on with dark memories, that's fine. And again, we'll go with hardworking. We'll go again on normal. I don't think we need to go on brutalist. We'll call this High Garden. Go after the name of my favourite family of Game of Thrones, the Tyrells. The last pump finally broke and the water is rising fast. We can't wait any longer. Rescue as many supplies as possible and head to the surface. We're prepared for anything. We've all heard the noises. This region is fully protected from harsh winters, but there's a large town nearby, so we should expect to encounter zombies. Our first priority should be to explore adjacent areas to check them for threats. Like there, I would imagine. Let's explore that straight away. We also need to consider wood, food, fire straight away. We'll just do some basic scavenging for now while we get things started. Okay, we need to go there next, that's fine. We'll claim that because that's some wood for us. Explore here. Water is dangerously low. So we're going to build another well, because water is important. Without it, morale goes pretty downhill. And we discovered a phone tower. This old tower is rusty, but was safe enough to climb. We get a great view from the top. Nearby areas also explored. Okay, I'm getting a lot of stuff here. That's interesting. Okay, production is good there. That's not a problem. Let's claim this for the water. Let's explore here as well. At some point we are, of course, going to encounter zombies. This is a game about encountering zombies after all. There we go. That'll be them there. Let's have a look. Zombies in the swamp near Highgarden. The noises we heard in the bunker must have been coming from this pack of zombies. They're dormant, so we're safe for now, but if anything wakes them up. Dormant zombies in swamps are much less likely to attack. Fine, we're just gonna not go there, if entirely possible. Claim 2 food areas. We can claim this one over here. That gets that bit done. We can train a fighter. To fight off zombies, we'll need to arm ourselves. Press the settlement button, not butter, and train a fighter. Okay, that requires 3 stamina. We can do that pretty soon, in fact. Morale is pretty low. We probably want to get that sorted as well. Just a little bit more stamina first. There we go. I'm going to train the fighter first, I think, before we do anything else. But I will build another tent, because I think we can afford to do so. Because, like I said, I imagine at some point they're going to come and attack us. Tents are built. That's good. Any stamina we need to use to put into fire pits, toilets, kitchens, etc. Let's go for a fire pit first. Well, that does increase our fuel usage. Fire pits need fuel. Our citizens need fuel to cook and keep themselves warm. Fuel consumption started. Okay. Kill the swamp zombies. Settlers are terrified that the zombies in the swamp will attack and awaken Highgarden. Awaken and attack Highgarden even. We send our fighter there to make the area safe. Off you go, buddy. So they're going to go off and attack here. So 18 versus 10. Pretty good. The fighter health bar shows us taking damage. They will die if they run out of health, so we should give them time to recover. Fighters will automatically heal in claimed areas if not in combat. Fine. There's another population. Let's do some of this for more fuel. Food consumption is going to go up, so let's get a grain field and a fruit orchard, and let's also get a storage area up and running. We need to reach 4 population. We can do that pretty effectively. And there's a wedding in Highgarden. Excellent. Tonight was special. Everyone down tools to celebrate the first marriage to happen since the settlement was founded. No honeymoon, obviously, but a scavenger gave the happy couple 2 golden rings he'd found in the ruins. Morale increased. Excellent. Speaking of which, we will go for a toilet when that becomes kind of more available to us. We'll explore this area here. Well, I think we always want to try be kind of expanding overall. Let's bring these guys a bit more central. At just some point we might encounter some more zombies. More stuff over there. There's more food, that's good. Let's keep on building more tents. And I also want to build a toilet, just help with our morale. Issues, not issues per se, but just morale overall. We will explore. We can't explore over there, so we'll explore up here. Oh, it's a lot of. I think it's a lot of. stamina to do so, but we will explore anyway because it's right next to our home area. It's something we probably want to focus on. You come back home just for the time being. I don't want to disband you for the additional stamina, that's fine. Build another water well and some more storage when we can. Okay. Wood we're still doing okay on, but let's just build a lumber yard because we do use wood for everything. Parents want children to learn. Should teachers educate children to ensure the future of Highgarden, or is any schooling a dangerous risk to our survival? I don't know if... Okay, I can wait till I get some more stamina. We can teach resilience. That's probably not a bad idea. We'll just wait until we've got 2 more stamina to be able to do so. That's going to time out pretty soon, though. There we go. Teach resilience. It's exploring very cheap, in fact, completely free. I'm guessing because we're teaching these children what to do. Okay, another population, excellent. We do need more storage for our water. That's fine. Oh, there's a fire in Highgarden. A fire has broken out, people are panicking and the flames are spreading. We'll use all our water because we might invent a fire station. No, but the fire was extinguished. Nature is unchanged, everything is so green and alive here. The river meanders freely across the landscape with only the occasional rusted bridge, showing how things used to be. No wonder our bunker flooded so badly. Okay, our water will probably not come back to where it needs to be, so let's build another water well. And I also want to keep working on another tent. And we've also found a scrap of an old newspaper. The Prime Minister has reassured people that the coronavirus is not a big deal. Plans to be injected with the virus on live TV to calm public fears. Guessing that didn't go very well in the long term. Nothing over here. We've also found a barbecue. Excellent. Some sheep up there. It's not connected to the settlement, but I don't really... We've got a very small settlement area here, but we're doing okay in terms of production overall. Just scavenge for some extra water, just so we can rebuild our supplies there a little bit. I think we've built another tent. Yeah, maximum housing built, so let's just go with some more technology. Technology always feels useful in the grand scheme of things. Some additional water there, excellent. More wood and water coming in, some fruit. Why is morale? Oh, okay, I should have been paying more attention to morale. Have a basic toilet. And we want to be focusing on other stuff as well. Fine, that just requires a bit more stamina. And technology 2, which I believe we're already working on. We've got some rotten food in Highgarden. Let's throw it away, that doesn't feel like something we can do. Clear out all the contaminated food. Let's just increase production here to ensure that things go okay. We do definitely need to be working on some more morale benefits, though, that's for sure. Although our authority hasn't lost anything just yet, which is good to see. Could throw a festival, but I don't think we need to do that at the moment. Go for improved housing and go for a makeshift kitchen, please. We do need some more wood, that's fine, that will happen over time. Let's bring you guys in for an additional population. We do need to get some more wood overall. We know be safe whilst there are packs of dormant zombies in the ruined towns nearby. Kill them so we can build a life here. Fine. Morale is low. Authority has fallen. That's fine. We can... Oh yeah, we can see the problem there. But that's fine. We are improving things as we speak. Fine. We'll let those things crack on. go check what else we can do here. They want town square. That requires a lot of stamina that we don't have. They can have a makeshift kitchen though. That's not a problem. Let's go scavenge. Let's get us some more wood under production. We seem to be using a lot of wood at the moment. More zombies up here. Fighter strength is boosted for neighbouring areas are explored. There's 11 zombies here. And these fighters can manage that, it's not a problem. It's a bit of a journey for them to get there. But that's okay. Once they get there, they should be able to deal with that. Excellent. Scavenge for some wood, please. Yeah, they should be okay there. Grain farming for High Garden. Instead, I'm also trying to improve the way we farm grain. We'll craft some scythes just to give them some additional grain production. How's this? Okay, we can't quite tell how that fight is going, but we should be okay. Nope, we have. Excellent. Okay, we need to go clear this area out, which means we need to keep exploring. We're going to need some more water wells. Let's also build some more storage, as well as scavenge. Let's also think about technology, but that requires a lot. They could have improved housing, because that's getting them quite low on morale at the moment. Yeah, we need to get over there with our fighters. They're going to need a little bit of time to recover. That's fine. We don't necessarily need to kind of look through all the areas for the time being. I wouldn't mind training, maybe having a second fighter wouldn't be a bad thing, but it doesn't look like we can do that at the moment, unfortunately. We'll save up for Technology 3 because we may need that in future. Quarantine breach, smash blockades and cars back up for miles. There was a desperate rush to escape this place. I doubt anyone made it very far. Okay, there's definitely more zombies down there. I can see that little marker there. Explore that just so we know what's going on in the area, because we clearly need to go deal with those zombies one way or another. Send you back into a safe area, because I think you actually get your health back quicker from doing so, if I remember correctly. Let's get Technology 3 underway. Yeah, so there's a lot of zombies there in general. You guys are healing, and then we can send you back out to deal with them. That shouldn't be a problem. Food production is taking a tumble. I'm not entirely sure why. Let's claim this grassland over here, or these. Well, it is a grassland. Technology 3, that gives our fighters more strength, because also they've upgraded to a machete, not just kind of a basic club. I'm just going to let them heal up a little bit more before we do that. Let's go for another grain field, just give us a bit more food. I think you guys can probably take these guys on, that's not a problem. Send you over there. It's going to take you a little while to get over there, but that shouldn't be too bad. How's morale doing? We could definitely do with a small tavern and a town square as well. There's maybe a bit basic bathhouse would also be useful. That's probably not an issue at the moment, I would think. Okay, I think the fighters will be okay up there. It's a little hard to tell because that bar keeps on moving. Speed up time a little bit here. So that's complete, excellent. Is there going to be one more zombie area we need to clear? Rotten food in High Garden, let's throw it away. Still got enough food to see us through for now. When people stopped isolating at home, authorities panicked. Looks like the bridge was destroyed with explosives. I suppose it gave them something to do. We'll need to go around. Fine. And looks like that's the last area to get to. So let's explore so we can get to it. These guys need to head home just to heal up a little bit. And then from there they can get ready for what I presume will be the final fight. So we're going to keep on exploring because I think we need to get around this river one way or another. High Garden has explored over half the region. Authority increased. Excellent. More food here. Let's explore here. I'm guessing we probably should have gone by the road. That would have probably made a bit more sense. But all our food and resources are doing pretty well. So that's pretty good. And our fighters should be ready by the time we've explored these other areas. Happy to take those extra bits. And let's explore what I presume will be another city alongside these two where we have to go and deal with zombies in the immediate area. Fine, I think we can manage that. And the zombie packs. Twisted shapes shuffle between collapsed buildings. Hunting down the rubble will be hard. We must take care not to get surrounded. I think we're okay, especially as we've leveled up our technology. I don't think we've got anything to worry about really. But you know what? No, we can't upgrade our technology further. But let's throw a festival. Why not? Let's finish on a high while we go attack these zombies, shall we? There we go. So, we are indeed enjoying Arctic Ink. High Garden will help forge a new civilization from the ruins of old. Oh, we got 4 stars on that. That's pretty good. Not bad at all, eh? So, beyond the bunkers, critical mass. Looks like we're doing survival. Critical mass is available in the full game, as I imagine it's beyond the bunkers, and a new expansion pack in future. But I tell you what, that's Arctic Ink Revival, the demo. Link down in the description if you want to try it out for yourself. Probably doesn't grab me quite as much as Plague Inc. does. Plague Inc. was a really exceptional game, but this one looks like a pretty decent follow-up in the story of Plague Inc. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.